Hello, my name is Mecca Wallace-Spurgin. My area of concentration at Nova Southeastern University is Instructional Technology and Distance Education. This evening I am going to discuss digital citizenship. Digital citizenship is quickly becoming well known among educators in the K-12 world. However, many would agree that leaders in higher education are beginning to embrace this movement as well. This presentation will provide the context on digital citizenship and trends that support why higher education is recognizing the need to catch up with our K-12 colleagues. Regardless of the age of the student, we recognize many reasons why students should be educated on the digital tools available to communicate and contribute online. According to the International Society for Technology Education, or ISTE, technology is revolutionizing the way we communicate, work, and live. We must prepare the next generation not only to use these new tools, but also to foster the habits of mind that enable them to keep up in their changing world. Simsek and Simsek point out that in the past, the three R's, writing, reading, and arithmetic, were considered enough for the normal citizen because students learned the necessary skills to communicate publicly. Before the internet, main sources of information came to us through print or audio-visual means such as newspapers, books, radio, television, and films. As new technologies continue to emerge, information is now coming to us in a combination of text, images, motion, as well as sound. With the invention of the internet, the web, social networks such as Twitter, blogs, YouTube, Facebook, as well as learning management systems such as Blackboard, are requiring students to master a new set of literacies besides the three R's to share their views and make their voices heard, changing the nature and scope of citizenship. As educators, we recognize that students using technology can exhibit positive as well as negative behaviors when online. Digital citizenship is extremely important in higher education, as we have seen how negative behavior online can have a direct impact not only to the student, but their family and other family members, as well as at times the university, and possibly at times their future profession. As educators, it's important to encourage individuals to think of downstream consequences for each online action they take and become aware as they tread through the World Wide Web. So what is digital citizenship? Mike Ribble defines digital citizenship as a concept which helps teachers, technology leaders, and parents to understand students, children, and in general technology users should know to use technology appropriately. And it is a way to prepare students, children, and technology users for a society full of technology. Chantel Anderson from the Saskatchewan School Library Association says that digital citizenship is more than just telling our students what they should and shouldn't do online. Just as we are teaching them to be responsible and contributing citizens in society, our presence online is quickly becoming a norm. Our students need to understand early how to interact appropriately and safely online, what their presence should look like, and what tools are available to them before they create that permanent footprint. It is more effective to validate what students are doing right and give them more tools to make better choices. Perhaps the most meaningful for me is the description of a digital citizen provided by Mike Ribble in his 2008 publication titled Passport to Digital Citizenship. He states a digital citizen must have some characteristic such as understand human, cultural, and societal issues related to technology and practice legal and ethical behavior. They must advocate and practice safe, legal, and responsible use of information and technology, as well as exhibit a positive attitude toward technology that supports collaboration, learning, and productivity. A digital citizen should demonstrate personal responsibility for lifelong learning and exhibit leadership for digital citizenship. In 2011, Mike Ribble released his second edition of Digital Citizenship in Schools through ISTE, which focused on attributes required for digital citizens. He named 9 elemental areas under 3 general headings referred to as REP or REP. Our first general subheading that we see is respect yourself, respect others. You will notice under each heading there are additional 9 elemental areas, 3 under each of the categories as Mike Ribble has referred to. Our first we notice is digital etiquette, which states that at a young age students are provided with specific examples of appropriate action in both the classroom and digital world. Digital access refers to those efforts that need to be made to ensure that all students have similar digital opportunities. Digital law is the same basic rules or are the same basic rules that apply online as do in real life. For example, in real life, if something of value is taken, it is stealing. The same is true online. Our second general heading that we have is to educate yourself and connect with others. Digital communications refers to the idea that students need to be clear on how to avoid misunderstandings when there is no way of seeing a reaction, such as facial expressions. Digital literacy is the idea that there is a need to expand on knowledge of the basics that can be applied to several technologies. Those new literacy skills that we talked about earlier, such as students needing to know and understand social networking and other things such as texting. Digital commerce states that students need to know which sites are safe, how much information to share, and how to protect their own financial reputations. Finally, the third general heading, protect yourself, protect others. Digital rights and responsibility. Educators need to reinforce that the access students have online requires following the rules or the student's rights can be revoked. Digital safety or security. Educational leaders need to ensure that technology tools and information are protected, for example, by keeping virus protections up to date. Finally, digital health and welfare states that there are limits that need to be set so that students understand how to live a balanced life between online life and real life. Finally, it is important to recognize that digital citizenship is not just an abstract concept, but rather a framework for educators to implement the standards found within ISTE that educators can implement these standards within their curriculum. Mike Gorman offers 10 ideas for rich academic student discussions online, each of which supports digital citizenships. The first we see, educators should encourage discussions or create discussions to include Bloom's higher level topics. We should also use those discussions as a formative assessment. And typically, student-to-student discussions are graded for participation only, but there is a grade attached. It is important that educators maintain this discussion forum as an academic forum rather than a social forum. And students should practice proper digital citizenship. We should make sure that that is taking place. It's a good idea to verify the media used in discussions. It's important to keep students on topic as well as provide them with a rubric. Of course, we as educators should model our expectations when commenting on student posts. And finally, it's a good idea to encourage students to create their own discussion posts. Finishing up with my presentation, you will see that I have individual references, digital citizenship in the classroom. My next reference that I use is by Gorman to promote good digital citizenship in tech and learning. Next, Digital Citizenship, It Takes a Village. This is an excellent resource if you are looking for more information in this area. International Society for Technology Education, or ISTE. This is where I find standards that help out within my classroom. Digital Citizenship, the Turkish Online Journal for Educational Technology, and then Mike Rubel is who I refer to quite often in my presentation. A lot of excellent resources coming from him. And then CIMIC and CIMIC New Literacy for Digital Citizenship, Contemporary Educational Technology. I thank you for your time. This evening I chose to use VideoScribe. Interestingly enough, this is the first time that I chose to use this form of media. I look forward to any feedback that you have. I'll be honest, I was slightly concerned about the drawing in front of you if it would create some distraction, so I would be interested in hearing feedback. Again, thank you for your time and good evening.